Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back for more Punch Club.
Hey everyone,
And hi.
how you doing? I'm here as well.
Yeah, hey, guess what? We're both here, ready for another installment of Punch Club.
Where
I just
were
have to
we
remember.
last time?
I don't know. They all we've recorded a couple of times, and they've all fuck, you know what I just realized? The sporting goods guy is Mr. Clean. There's a lot of references in this game. I don't know if you played it yet, Punch Club, but that is totally...
Yeah, I played it a
That
little
is totally
bit
Mr. Clean.
with
Yeah.
Dunkarino on the live stream.
Areno. Yeah.
And I liked it a lot. I love the
It's
pixel
good.
art. I can kind of envision. Where are you in the game, though? That was my question. Where were we on our random fucking thread of random bum chat?
Well, you're the hero of this playthrough.
Oh, of course
and,
I am.
I would like you to be aware of the fact that you are whooping some guy's anus
Tushy.
in a warehouse right now. His tushy is bruised and battered. You've almost knocked him out in the first round, Lewis, because you've got uppercuts. That's why you're doing pretty good.
So-
But, I mean, he is fighting back because you're out of energy almost instantly because of all the uppercuts. But it's round 2 now. You got some energy back. You've got enough power in you to sock him the final uppercut, or he might actually beat you. Oh shit, he might pip you here. You're really out of energy. This is a problem. I think the build is got a bit wrong, but anyway, I'll sort it out.
Okay.
So this is a kind of a weird one for us, right? Because normally we record in the morning, but it's nighttime right now.
That's right.
We've had a full day. How do you feel?
I don't know. I think that it is going to be different. Every Double Dragon we've recorded since the new Double Dragon.
Yeah.
What shall we call the new version of Double Dragon? Should it be like the Double Dragon The Return?
I kind of like to refer to it now as Team DD because I think it leaves it a little bit more open.
Okay.
You know, you don't have to be a dragon if you don't want to.
Oh, I see.
You don't need to be double either. Like
Ah.
you could just be Team.
I had an idea.
Dumpling Donger.
I
or
had a
something
really good idea
instead.
about this. Can someone who can code write a generator for what DD stands for? Okay, so it can it can have or it could just be an Excel spreadsheet. Okay, of prefixes, whatever. So whatever like double or adjectives.
Sounds pretty
whatever
easy
they
so
are.
far. I mean, this is I think my mom's skill level of coding.
So
in
just
an
like a
Excel spreadsheet.
load of those in a list, and then a load of nouns second after dragon. So it could be like dildos, it could be like donuts, it could be anything. Okay.
Yeah.
And so then when you press generate, it generates a random one, and then every time we introduce a new episode, we can randomize a new one on the generator and say welcome back.
Welcome back to, and then wouldn't it be funny if you got a duplicate?
What? Would it be funny if what?
Duplicate. Like, what if you got like two of the same things?
Team
'Cause you couldn't
duplicate duplicates.
Yeah, like what if you got like the two Ds with the same word? That'd be crazy.
Team.
I don't think anyone would be ready for that. Oh shit.
Dingus Dingus.
Team.
Sounds like a gnome name. Dingus Dingus.
Dingly Dangus. Yeah, I like that. I like that there's a little bit of leeway in, because I was really firmly tunnel visioning down the road of double. It always had to be double, but no. I mean, it could be anything. It could be Team Dunkin' Donuts. It could be Team Dunkin', like as in Duncan Jones Donuts. Like if he opened his own, Dunkin' Donuts. You know what I mean?
Team Duncan Jones.
Holy fuck, you just clobbered a guy in one round.
Thanks.
There should be an achievement for that. You didn't get an achievement for that, sadly.
No. So
you fucking owned him though.
Yeah, so to go back to your question, but every episode we've recorded so far has been bright and early, i.e. I have dragged myself out of bed and kept this appointment with you barely, and we've struggled to waffle for several moments about anything that came to our head. And this is the opposite. This is me tired after a long day of recording and doing loads of work and running around, and you know, this is what you get now.
Now I get you just like all washed out, tired. You have like anything like, did anything happen to you today where you just think that like you're not going to be able to sleep tonight now because it's just going to be chewing you up inside? you're gonna wake up in the middle of the night, like the sad music's gonna be in your head and stuff, and you're gonna feel that burn in your heart, and you're gonna be like, oh shit, I need some Rennies. I need to actually wake up and walk to my kitchen where my medicine cabinet is and get some Rennies and think about this and stuff? Or was it just a really fucking boring day and you're home now and you're just like, oh, whatever?
Oh, it was a bit of a boring day. I mean,
yeah.
I got up, I walked across town to view a flat, because I'm getting kicked out of my flat, so I'm just going to move into another one. And I looked at one near where Duncan lives, and it kind of wasn't as nice as Duncan's flat. And I was like, oh, so that.
You got to remember, Duncan hunted around for a long time for his, though.
Did he?
And Rome was not built in a week, Lewis.
It's true.
It took 2 weeks at least. It's a pretty big place.
I might see if I can have a continued search around, but it's a bit tricky to make a decision.
It's a pretty big step in your life.
I don't know what I want either. Right, no. That's the problem. I certainly don't want to own a house. You're a house owner. We've been through this. You put up some shelves today.
I did, yeah.
You know, the joys of doing that. I kind of would like to be able to put up shelves, but also I can't be asked to put up shelves. I don't know. Just this flat that I saw, it came furnished, okay? And it had like an enormous red sofa. That was.
Did it have like just a bunch of shag rug and like really floral wallpaper everywhere, including this like the ceiling and the floor and stuff?
It wasn't so much that as this kind of. The sofa was kind of like shaped a little bit like what's that Leonardo thing? The perfect spiral or something. It's like the snail shell, okay? The spiral.
Oh yeah.
That perfect thing that's seen in nature all the time. I can't remember what it's called. But the sofa was almost like that and huge and very unwieldy, and it looked like the guy who was the previous tenant was still there, and he was this sort of very muscly man, nice looking man, and you could tell that he just curled up on this sort of sofa with the remote there.
And you could just see the outline of him indented in the couch.
And I just knew that if I moved into that flat, I would never ever use that sofa, ever.
Did it have like a really greasy stain on like one of the armrests where he would rest his head during one of his curl up and relax sessions?
Yeah, all the sweat sort of just soaking in there. No, I don't know. So it's weird how little things like that put you off. I looked at this other flat, and I went on to the balcony outside, and it had...
Hang on a sec.
What?
Were you naked?
Oh, yeah. Obviously.
You have to test these things to make sure that, if you're ever feeling completely free,
and
you can just get out there and...
Loads of little...
Like Life of Brian.
It had loads of little bird droppings all over the kind of. I looked out over the edge. And I saw there was like a ledge just under the balcony. It had all these bird droppings all over it. And I realised I did like a Sherlock moment. I was like, seagulls must camp out here and be really annoying and noisy. So I'm not gonna get this flat. It's weird little things that put me off.
You can't be that picky about it. You're gonna get kicked out soon, and it's gonna come up between you having a decent place to live, or you literally licking diapers out of a dumpster on the streets of Bristol.
I'm probably not gonna be that.
I mean, you have an office.
That hard
to be
up.
Fair.
I'm not sure I'm not allowed to stay over in the office though.
Well, you could get like a really big set of dresser drawers that you could fit into and like pretend it's like a bed.
Okay.
Did you ever see that episode of Seinfeld when Kramer had those Japanese people staying over and they were all like sleeping in like a dresser drawer?
That was an amazing episode.
It was really, really good, wasn't it? You should do the same thing.
One of my favourite ones is the one where he has, or anyone where he has that hot tub in his room. And
yeah, that was really good. One that always stands out for me is the one where Kramer and Jerry swap apartments because the Kenny Rogers chicken goes in across the street.
Oh,
and Kramer's going like fucking crazy because like he's addicted to the chicken, but like the fucking sign is on all night and it's like really red in his bedroom. So Jerry decides that he's gonna like swap apartments with him and then Jerry progressively becomes more like Kramer and stuff. It's,
That's right.
It's really fucking funny.
It's because the red lights keeping him up, and he just starts going. Oh, Seinfeld had some fantastic episodes.
It really did. I gotta watch them all again, actually. I'm like, there's like a void in my life now where binging on Making a Murderer once was. Like, I watched the shit out of it. We didn't stop. And now it's like, oh, fuck, what can I watch now? Like, I need something else like that I can just watch obsessively over the course of like a week or a couple of days or whatever.
Well, there's Always Sunny, which is always a good thing.
I need to start watching that again. I think I left off in like series 5 for no reason. I was really enjoying it too. I think I started watching something else or something.
I think I think binging 7 seasons of it would be, or I think there's like 9 seasons actually now, maybe 10. I don't know. I think it's at least 9. Holy crap! But yeah, trying to binge more than this, like you know, with Seinfeld, there's so many episodes. You can just watch a season and watch something else. So what else have I watched lately that's good? Fargo's good.
Fargo's good. What, season 1 or season 2? Because the season 2 is out now, isn't it?
Season 2's out now. Yeah, you should check that out.
The one without Billy Bob Thornton. I don't know if I can watch it now. Like, he was really good in season 1.
It's good though. What else did I watch lately? American Horror Story. I've watched all of those. They're not spooky, really. They're not spooky at all. They're just a bit weird. I struggled with a couple of them, but the first couple of seasons are good. You should watch those anyway.
Yeah. What about like the Bates Motel or whatever, the Bates Hotel?
I haven't watched that.
Shit. We're fighting Roy Jackson. How do you feel about this? This could be a tough one, actually. Cross punch.
Roy Jackson.
Roy Jackson, yeah. He's like, we just befriended him and we're trying to fall in love with his sister.
Okay.
And I think now we're going to whip his tushy in front of all of his family and friends. Like, we're hitting him really fucking hard. Basically, Roy Jackson is waiting at a train station. We're the train. We've derailed, and we've collided directly with Roy Jackson and killed him because he's like going down in round 1.
Okay.
Almost. He almost went down. He's got 8 health left going into round 2.
What the heck are we doing?
Yeah. We opened up with a 1-2 and he's down. He's dead. What the hell are we doing? I'll tell you what we're doing, Lewis. We're dismantling Roy Jackson. His sister thinks he's a big puss now. Maybe she'll fall in love with you.
One step at a time.
One step at a time, yeah.
That's
sorry, what were you saying before I interrupted you?
No, nothing. I think just talking about TV shows, which you need to watch. Thing is, like, we watch the TV shows we watch in the background while we're doing something else. Often,
yeah.
Either you're dealing with a baby, or you're washing up, or we're always doing something else. Okay, we
always dealing with a baby in the background.
There's certain TV shows, like we talked about this before, like House of Cards, where you kind of have to pay attention the whole way through, or else you just
the good thing with House of Cards is it's one of those shows where, because obviously kids get to a certain age where, you know, they don't really know what's going on, but they kind of know what's going on. And if you're watching like The Walking Dead and some dude is like struggling to get a crowbar out of like a zombie's face for like 5 minutes, you know, maybe like your baby is like kind of old enough to realize what's happening, and that's not like entirely appropriate. But House of Cards, I feel, is like one of those shows that for kids is so fucking boring they wouldn't pay any goddamn attention to it whatsoever, except for maybe some of the humping, like especially like series 1. Remember, like when Frank was just like humping Zoe Barnes like every 5 minutes.
FU 2016. I love that, actually. I think that's just so convenient. Do you reckon they deliver, you know, Frank Underwood?
Oh yeah, Frank.
FU 2016.
Oh, sorry, yeah. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I thought you were just reading something else and you just had it in for 2016.
No, it's just a great.
It did not click
for me.
It's a great
name.
I'm sorry.
That's all right, Sips.
Frank Underwood. No, I know. I'm fucking dumb, Lewis. It's fine.
Don't sweat it.
I can
Don't
live
sweat
with
it. Oh,
I can live with it.
so I'd be reading 2 books at the moment. I'm halfway through 2 books.
Oh, at the same time?
Yeah, I've got one on my iPad and one on my phone as an audiobook. So one I use, I listen to when I walk around, and one I read when I'm trying to get to sleep. And the one which it's nice to have a really boring book for when you're trying to get to sleep. okay, because
Yeah,
it almost always, just knocks you out totally.
it's true.
So I'm
I felt
reading-
like that when I was reading The Wheel of Time.
Yeah. So
Anyway,
what? So it took
on
you
that
like
bombshell.
7 years to get through the Wheel of Time.
I didn't even get through them.
You didn't even.
I
you just
got.
gave up
I think I
eventually.
read like 3 books, and I was like, "Oh fuck this! I can't do it." I mean, parts of it were pretty good. I'm sure that people are probably listening right now and saying that like I'm, the resurrection of Hitler for saying that or whatever. But fuck it, I found it kind of boring. Like it didn't captivate me like the Song of Fire and Ice and Fire, or whatever, not trilogy, the books, the big long books. I thought those
Throne
were
of
really good.
Games. Yeah.
Throne of Games, yeah. I mean, I read all of those avidly, really fucking enjoyed them. It was great, but for some reason, Wheel of Time just was a lot slower. It was a lot slower.
Where is it?
And there's a lot of books too. There's like 100 books, and when I found out that there was like 100 books, I was like, oh fuck this. Listen, let's talk about books next time.
Oh.
Let's say goodbye.
Okay.
And next time we come back, we will talk about books, because I can think of some books to talk about as well. I've read some like really fucking great books recently, like The Gruffalo and Stickman,
Of course you have.
some other stuff. Yeah. So
We
we'll
should
talk about that.
Books. Let's talk about
next
books.
time.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
All right.
yeah. Okay.
See you next
so we'll
time.
see you next time. Bye.
Bye.